Hi folks, and welcome back. Yes, it is time for some more Hearts of Iron 4, of course. And wow, the last episode was a bit of a roller coaster. Finland has greatly expanded, and now the country's in a bit of a mess, literally, with stuff all over and quite a lot of admin to do. And we're in a bit of a dilemma over what to do next, because I wanted to go for the the Nordic unity, but to do that, as I think I discussed, we're going to have to go to war with Denmark, or somehow take these Danish states. This one, I think, is possibly the only one we need, but of course, I don't know, so we'd have to conquer the lot. The downside, as you well know, is that it's guaranteed by Great Britain. And of course, I don't feel like I'm in a state where I want to go to war with the Allies. And a lot of you guys agreed in the comments as well. Because the friends I would have, although I wouldn't be in a faction with the Axis, it's a separate faction, they're not going to be reliable people to have on my borders. And if you look at the manpower situation, then I'm in no way, shape or form ready to fight Great Britain, America, and all the rest of that conglomerate. So we've got some tough decisions to make, and we need to see where this game is going to go, because it's not over yet by a long shot. So we're going to start with some admin and preparing for possibly a bigger war and just seeing what happens, because I don't want to... I'm going to be like the Stanleys in the Wars of the Roses. At the Battle of Bosworth, I'm not going to throw my lot in with one side or the other until I see which way the wind is blowing. So, that being said, we've got some stuff to do. We're going to build up the Navy, the Air Force, get the technology up, build up the economy massively, and we're going to see just where this game goes and what develops, and we might have things thrust upon us out of our control. So that being said, the first off we need to do is to build some good garrison units to hold all our areas. And I need to give a shout out to Crosby over on YouTube for this, because they spotted I'd made a mistake, that I'd clicked the wrong thing. Wait, no, I can hear all those sharp intakes of breath from all the viewers suddenly going, Mark, no, really, you clicked the wrong thing? We will never believe it until you show us the evidence with our own eyes. Well, here it is, folks. I was going to click a load of what I consider the cheap garrison units that I use for defence. You can see the template here. And yes, it is true, I clicked the wrong one, and I built this template, which is less manpower, but a load more expensive support units. So thanks, Crosby, for pointing that out. This happens to me all the time, folks. I do appreciate it, and it's my fault for leaving something with an almost identical template. So we're just going to cancel all that. We're going to get rid of that, because I don't want to build any of that template. We're going to change the templates of most of our units in the field as well, but we do need to train... probably, we've got some manpower back, look. We'll probably do, I don't want to go, we'll do 31. I don't want to go overly expensive with this, and we'll put them in the middle of Finland here. So that's fine. Now, that being done, I think we would be foolish not to have something on the border with Germany. We've got decent relations with Germany at the moment. It is quite good. We might end up being a lot friendlier with them. However, you never know what's going to come out of focus trees or what's going to happen. So we're going to start putting some of our defensive units on the border. And at the moment, those guys don't look very happy, do they? We're going to change... We might change the template. What's the template of these? This is... Oh, tell you what, let's have a look on here, because general infantry... It's a pretty solid... It's a pretty solid defensive, cheapish template. It's not super cheap, but it's okay at what it does. So, do you know what? I think I might not change that. I was going to change it to the elite stuff, but I think we'll probably not. So let's put a border on there. And this guy's already in a border with Germany. Now, these are better quality troops. Or not better quality, but a better quality template. Just got more artillery in, which is the main difference. The pink force has a mixture of all sorts of stuff in there. What's his defense? His defense is okay. We're using these guys for all sorts of things. So let's make sure. This template is locked and cannot be changed. Is that these guys? I'm going to guess it's these guys. What is this one? Mustapia. Oh, someone someone did say how to pronounce this. It's the first bit's Moost, and then I forget what the rest was. Sorry. I need to go and look up the comment. It's 6 infantry and engineers. So do you know what? They're not... I don't really want them in a frontline combat. I can't change the template. So what we'll do is we'll take those guys out. Do we only have 3? I think we only have 3. I'm going to add them into our defensive force, which is absolutely fine. If we can't change the template, that's all we need to do. That's actually fine for the rest of that. And I think, can we put them on there? Well, I can put them on there. I'd need to maybe cover Romania as well. Just to be safe. Templates over here. This is just infantry. That's good. That would be... Oh, of course, that's my border because this is my puppet. So we do... Actually, that makes sense. We've got 3 defensive armies, 4 defensive armies along the borders with the Axis. Iran is not with anyone and is unlikely to be, for the simple fact that the USSR now doesn't exist. These guys are ours. They don't like us, or we don't like them. That's fine. They're our puppet. That's okay. We can work with them. We can also request forces. Okay, let's start rolling some time on. Those guys will get into position. I am quite sure. We've been embargoed by Cuba. All imports we receive have been cancelled. We've been embargoed by the Netherlands. Have we done something we shouldn't have done? I'm not at war with anyone, am I? I haven't accidentally clicked declare war. We might need to... Okay, I can see which way things are going. Do we need to request market access from this? We've got market access. We should probably just have a look here. This would be easy, wouldn't it? So, where's our market access? We can sell to most of the bad guys, as it turns out. Nationalist Spain, Peru. Yeah, we can sell to the bad guys. We've probably caused too much world tension by taking a load of this, although that was a defensive war. That's where I suspect has happened. We need to sort out the Garrison templates, and we need to sort out the resistance as well. We will probably change to... from civilian oversight. I might go on military governor for a little while. We'll change on that just to batter down resistance. We can actually send our spies. We have more jobs for the spies, so... We know USSR now. I could set them off doing spy business. I may as well claim the spy master for the faction and get some more some spies out, eh? But we're going to cause some trouble over in Denmark. Where's the capital, by the way? That is the capital, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna start doing this. Meanwhile, the other two who are currently doing nothing, can we root out resistance? There's come some quite heavy resistance around here. Okay, let's put these guys on this job. I maybe shouldn't have taken all this, but I was greedy. I wanted the factories, I wanted the oil, and long term, I think it's going to play out. I think we're going to be okay. So let me take the spy mastership because we are the faction. We may as well do this. It's probably time actually to upgrade some of this as well because this is going to be useful, isn't it? Right. Let's get machine-assisted decryption going off. And are we decrypting anyone? The German Reich. I don't think we're going to end up... I think we're going to end up at war with the Allies. That's what I suspect this is going to go down. It's not that I want it to. We can't do the industrial concern I want just yet. So that's fine. Let's spend some points. Let's go for something nice. Let's give our people a bit of a boost. And let's go for improved worker conditions. So reduce factory output, but a bit more stability. We're at peace. Let's enjoy this for the time being. Let's check out production. We've got quite a lot of things to sort out. Let's build that for the time being. I'm happy for that to go through. But we do need to jump down here. And I'm going to cancel burning these early submarines. Building the early submarines. We'll not waste any effort. But we will put some dockyards into convoys. We can always sell convoys. It's a shame we can't sell the warships that we built. That would be cool. That would be a really nice feature, I suspect. Oh, we might be able to modify the government because we don't need the daily fascism support. I maybe should have looked at that earlier. We'll come back to that in a bit. There might be a better choice there. Yeah, the Navy. Okay, we are going to build something, but we have terrible ship designs at the moment. So we're going to try and get that extra research slot. We're going to boost the Navy up. However, look at this. Look at what we've got. Hang on. These are all terribly early submarines. So let's combine these into one group, just so I can keep them together. So that's going to put them all in there. They don't actually need to be raiding at the moment, so we can just take that off. That's fine. We'll leave the escorts on escorting stuff. We've got a load more early submarines. These can be refit. Is that going to be worth it? It might be worth it. Click OK. For some reason, it always leaves one. I don't know why that is. Never mind. We can refit it. We've got the dockyards. They're not doing anything else. That's fine. We have a load more stuff here. Oh, these guys were on a job as well. Right, so cancel the strike force. I'm going to put... I'm going to put the big... No, I'm not. That would be stupid. Let's take all the destroyers out of there. All destroyers. Can we do all submarines? No, that's mixed the two together. That was a mistake. So we'll go all submarines. Keep them separate like that. So there's 53 subs. Now, most of these are going to be early garbage class. But we do have some 1936 ones. That's actually quite good. So form a group out of that. And the early ones... Actually, we can... Let's put those in there. I don't know what to do with the early ones just yet. The destroyers, how... I mean, there's some early ones. There are some 36 ones. See, the early ones are going to be garbage, and I'd like to try and keep these a bit more useful. I'm going to keep them in big groups doing nothing at the moment until I figure out exactly what I'm going to do. There's some repairs. There's some training to do. They're all 36 destroyers. They're good. These are all... Oh, no, there's some more up here as well. Nice. Nice. We'll mix those up. And the rest are early destroyers. Now, they're going to have limited range and very limited abilities. I don't know what I want to do with them. Maybe I'll just put them in the big fleet. They'll work as screens. They're not really that suitable for the job. We do have some light cruisers, which are really welcome. And these are just ships that we took as war spoils. So we're going to have a big fleet. We've got a load of early submarines that I don't really want. But let's also make sure that we should be... We're going to put everything onto repair. And then we're going to put everything onto train. I'm going to need a strong and powerful navy if I'm going to do anything at all with this. We also want to upgrade what we class as garrisons. We're short on a crap ton of manpower. So that's... Oh, do I need to... I think I probably need to go up to the next level of conscription, which I was hoping not to have to do. But the garrisons are going to be a problem, and no doubt we're losing some. Italy's cancelled a sales contract. That's fine. I mean, we did that as well, so we can't really complain too much. Right, what I'm going to do with these guys is, whilst we have the fuel, is I'm going to go and put them all on naval exercises. So it's a big fleet of old, outdated, heavy cruisers and stuff like that. It's nothing special. Nothing special at all, sadly. Let's have a look. Let me have a think. So, we're sorting out the Navy. Let's have a look at the Air Force. There's not a lot of the Finnish Air Force at the moment. So there's 3 lots of fighters, which are good quality and they've got good experience. We're going to bring them all back home to near Helsinki. And we're just going to stand them down because there's just nothing that they need to be doing at the moment. And I don't know. I don't like how it does that. So I'm going to put them all over there. And then I'm going to cancel it. And they should. I don't know. I don't like the way it leaves the arrow up. They should be doing nothing anyway, is the point of that. We've got the available war goal. We can annex Denmark, but like I say, we don't want to go down that route yet. That route lies horror and great difficulty. So let me have a look, see if we can change this guy. We've got a master armourer, which is going to be good for factory output, look. Equipment conversion and experience cost. And a lack of resources penalty is reduced. Oof, what am I doing with all that? That's going to be a lot of trading that we need to do to get that. We can do it. That's going to be expensive. Silent workhorse. Just political power gain. Captain of industry. Infrastructure construction speed. Various construction speeds, which aren't bad. We have an elusive gentleman, which gives us an extra operative slot. I don't know if that's worthwhile. This chap gives us... It increases the damage to garrisons, which I think is a bad idea. I think what we're going to have to do, because the manpower situation is kind of dire, is we're going to have to go to service by requirement, which is going to hit us there, unfortunately. So I'm going to save the points, but let's speed this along. Perhaps not too much. We have guys... Oh, tell you what, let's get our armies in training. And we will give these guys a medal. Let's give them... Where's defense? Do we have defense? I'll give them 10% max entrenchment. So, support weapons. Right, let's make sure we're paused. We're in June 42. I think it is time to start building up a proper navy for a naval defense. But there's going to be some... all sorts of things to do. So our first job, 1922 era destroyers. Let us get to the 1940s submarines, unless I want to spend some time and get the cheap naval stuff. Do I want to do that? We'll get cost reductions, won't we? What do we want to do with it? We do want to do stuff with aircraft, but the aluminium... The aluminium situation is terrible. No, come on, let's do this. These are things that we can build with our own resources. So we want to get 1940s subs. And because the state of the Navy is quite big, I'm not going to bother building a damn thing until we get there. And we may as well get a decent upgrade. So we've got... These are going... Oh, should we change the policy, actually? Experimental design teams. Military industrialization, organization, research. Oh, that's... Well, the research bonus is nice. Mechanical genius. 10% reliability. Production resource need is reduced by 10%. But the production resource penalty is increased. And ruthless contracts. Funds again. I think I'll probably leave that on for now. And maybe change it when we have researched everything. That makes sense. Then we probably change to reliability or something else. So at the moment, we're throwing this into something else. We can't do this yet because there's stuff we haven't researched. That's fine then. And we may as well go down the hard attack line here. We've got loads of experience to spend, so that's really good news. And that was the infantry equipment. So we're going to end up stockpiling quite a bit of that, but we have the steel. That's the one thing we have loads of, which is fantastic news. It's going to be support equipment. That's where a lot of the aluminium's going. But now we're in positive numbers there. We're going to cut that back down by that amount of factories. Because this generally builds quite fast. And we're going to not spend the other factories. And we're going to hope that that reduces our requirements. It did, but what the hell's using all the aluminium still? I mean, I guess we're not producing a lot of aluminium. There is something we can do about that. Oh, what the hell? Oh, these are repairs, right? Yeah, okay. I had a panic then, thinking we were constructing a load of stuff. That's fine. Right. Don't worry about the military factories. I'm not worried about trading for extra resources just yet. We're going to wait till things settle down a bit. What we are going to do... That manpower requirement is reducing. It's because the garrisons are eating all the manpower. We need to get something in... Oh, I know what we can do then. No, okay. No, we can't actually do that. What we're going to do is we're going to put armoured cars and light tanks into the garrisons to reduce the damage garrisons are taking and the loss of manpower that way. That will also increase their suppression value, so we'll need less manpower overall. What I might do is just disband a lot of those early subs, because they're going to be questionably useful, and that will get us some manpower back in the meantime. Is there anything in here Anti-partisan, root out resistance mission effects. Yeah, let's build that. Let's get something going on that. Unfortunately, I don't have... I can't build light tanks and I can't build armoured cars at the moment. I do have a lot of such things. So we're selling some stuff to the German Reich. Some medium tanks, I think. We're sending light tanks. Do I want to do that? I think I might cancel that one. I want it back. Right, selling equipment. Yeah, and we're going to keep all the light tanks because they're actually going to go into garrisons for us. Even the garbage ones. That would have been worth a bit, that deal. We can still sell all this other stuff. So we're going to bring them back in. And we do have a lot of armoured cars. I thought I cancelled the convoys. I'm only offering 30. Yeah, cancel them. They don't need to be in. We might find that the German ones that we cancel come back here. No, that's okay. Right, so we've got Military Police 3. That was something that I urgently wanted to see and see whether that makes much of a difference. Because we do... Well, I'll check that the Military Police are in the Garrison template. I think they are. So we're going to get cheap armoured cars. And then we can start producing them. Because that should be something we have the resources for. Except it might require a bit of rubber. And we're also going to research light tanks because we are behind. What's our thing coming on? So we're indoctrinating workers at the moment. Yeah, I've got so little manpower. What's the cost to increase this? 150. We're going to need that political power then. I'm going to have to do it. And we're going to take the hit on the industry. Who knows? Maybe we'll never go to war with anyone else. I mean, if the situation stays like this, that the manpower is not enough to take on the Allies, even with the help from the German Reich. Quit India movement has stalled. What a shame. Excellent. Anti-partisan. And I'm going to do that a second time. And then we should start to see... See, it's getting a nice boost there. So if we go to resistance... It's going down. Things are generally going down. Which is... It is what we needed. I don't want to see that anymore. Put that on. And we can't... Why can we not see our spies? There we go. What's going on over here? So we've got 19%. That's going to take a bit of time to build up. We've been embargoed by the United Mexican States. That's not a problem. If we need to trade, we trade with... Tell you what we can trade with. Ah, stop. Stop. Pause. We need aluminium and rubber. Let's see if we can trade with our puppets now. Because this is the whole benefit of having them. I will take... For one factory, I will take 80 aluminium. Thank you very much. I don't mind if I do. That's going to fix that issue. And I don't suppose they'll have any of this. We could trade with... looks like we're trading with the United Kingdom. And we're short of... I'd need to spend 3 factories worth of rubber. I mean, I could trade with Japan. That is lightly... I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to go British Malaya. Let's get the rubber situation fixed. So we've indoctrinated the workforce. That is a good thing, I remember, but we'll work to that later. There's various options down here. I would like to work... I mean, there's so many good things. Expanding the mining operations. Civilian factories. Everything's awesome. Let's try and get some bonuses for the Navy, can we? What this does is cost reduction, research, 175% research bonus for ships. Let's take advantage of that. I know I said I wanted the extra research slot. I know. Where is that? Where does that come in the tree? It's going to... No, sorry. Where does it come in the tree? It's going to be... We'll sort that out in a sec. It is... It's in here. So I need military promotions and then that. So it's 140 days. But we do get... There was another advisor in there. Is there? No, we don't. We get modify academic Karelian society. Oh, no, there is an advisor. Political power gain, stability, just to go war. Oh, okay. There is a better one. We do want this as well then. So maybe I'll get the research bonus for the ships, so that'll help us get to 1940 submarines. That'll let us build something. Oh, do you know what I can actually build? Do I? No, I'll do it when I get 1936 submarines. And I'm going to do our traditional mine submarines just to help our coastline. Because we do have quite a bit. I'm going to have to build some here, aren't I? Otherwise Turkey won't let them through. We're going to have a Black Sea fleet, I see. Right, nice. We're going to do that one as well. And then after that, we're going to finish this one. And then we'll probably just stick to building for a little bit as we try to put military factories. Actually, I'm not using the military factories. I can go to the bottom of the list. And we try to get the infrastructure up, which was there to try and help with various things that aren't actually overly important just at the moment. So let me switch over to... What can we have? Digging out the resources is probably not a bad idea. We have a bonus for artillery. We may as well get that done. Oh, God, I want to build everything. I want to get tanks. I want to get tanks. So we're going to go for cheap light tanks, which we're going to use in Garrison divisions. Oh, we've got 2 going? Nice. Can we go on the armour as well? In that case, we're also going to get the mediums to add to the infantry divisions, because that is going to actually make a difference to the amount of casualties we take. Get some armour in there. Cheap armour. I want to keep an eye on what Italy manages to do. If they manage to retake Rome, then maybe our allies... Who the hell is this? So they're... The Kingdom of Greece. Okay. We've been embargoed by Free France. So there's a lot of the allies don't like what we've done because maybe because we're dealing with Germany. Maybe because we did this to the USSR. I'm not sure, but they started it, so it's not my fault. Thank you very much. Do I want to work with any of these things? Possibly not. Possibly not for the time being. Not for the time being. Let's get other things done. Infiltrate civilian. We could maybe cause a coup over here. I'll leave that going until that gets a bit higher. And then we can see what mischief we can cause for Denmark. Vichy France join the Axis. Okay, I don't know whether that's good or bad. Vichy France... Japan has cancelled our sales contract. Well, we got some benefit of it. That's fine. More naval invasions here. It's going to be curious to see what that does. Right, excellent. We got our... Oh, nice. We got our defence divisions over. So, question is, do I want to put them into one massive defensive army? I think I will, just because we can. Because for the time being, this is fine. And so we're going to have to add a load of additional... Oh, this is going to take some effort. Just a minute. I need to make sure we click on all the port areas. Because it's really only about defending ports. And coastal forts, maybe. But we have a few more of those now, so... I'm going to click coastlines... That's fine. I don't think there's any ports up there. There is a load of stuff down here. I'm just going to click all the coasts, actually, and make sure that we are covered. And then these guys will do all the hard sort of legwork running around. Do I need little armies down on the border down here? I possibly do. Don't need an army on that border, thankfully. I think that'll maybe do. I'm going to click that one because it's one of our puppets areas. And that should be okay. It's a big old area for one army to cover. And they're only working on forts, naval bases. I could put air bases on as well. Nah, that's enough. Let's see what they do. So they're gonna head out. I've probably got more than I need in there, so that's absolutely fine. Good. Okay. So memory. Right. So we get the bonus for the ship designs. Let's see if there's any other cheap stuff to get off there. Coastal defense. That's going to build dockyards. This adds... Ooh, nice, actually. This adds naval bases and coastal forts. And ship repair... Oh, ship repair speed. Okay, that's nice. And this gives us dockyard output, dockyards. Lots of all sorts of excellent stuff. No research bonuses, though. What does the merchant fleet give us? Convoy speed. And 53 convoys. So those things are all great. This was one we wanted, wasn't it? This is research for... Oh, this is research bonuses for various tanks and stuff. I'm going to grab that now. Because there's one of the military... Sorry, the industrial organisations that's limited for not having that. What are these? Why have we got Germans here in Sevastopol? I think they're trying to retreat out, but can't. So we've got 1936 submarine hull. We're going to go straight for the 1940s one. And then once we've got that, and we build the snorkel, we'll start producing some in some decent numbers. Having said that, right now, we can also throw out some of the good old mine submarines. We're going to take this model. We're going to give them some cheap torpedo tubes because they're not meant for attacking, a cheap engine, and mine warfare, mine laying tubes. These are our mine subs. They're the only ones we ever have to build. And we can just put them... We'll have a fleet of those working around our coastlines. I don't really want a lot of them because they're not necessary to have loads. So 3... The first one is going to be producing 1 a month. How does it say how many dockyards I've got? Let's go 4. That didn't make a massive difference, did it? We'll go 5. We can modify it as we need to. Let's put these guys... Let's have their base up in the cold, frozen north up here. That's fine. That's fine. Let's have a look at the Navy, which we should have got. These guys are still training, are they? Ah, that's interesting. Denmark joined the African Union. Okay, do I want to go to war with the African Union? The Danakill? What is this? Danakill? Is that anything? Just because of the name, I thought it was something to do with Denmark. It isn't. It's Ethiopia. Okay. So, they're obviously on the side. I would never have thought that would happen. It's because they're... I think it's because Denmark is fascist by nature. But that does mean... Right, they're supported by Lend-Lease from some of the allies. They've got market access to the allies. Visited by foreign envoys from Siam. And they're in the African Union faction. They're currently at war with Vichy France. And they're fighting a defensive war with the Axis. I am very tempted to invade and destroy. Hang on, they can't be guaranteed now. Right. Okay, folks. This was a total... I didn't see this coming at all. This gives us options. The one that is throwing me off a little bit is we would probably need to defeat the African Union to get anything out of this. I think. Where's my armies? Show me my armies. Is this going to be possible? We have the defensive forces in position. We have the offensive forces, which I'm doing nothing with at the moment. Oh, we're going to change the conscription, by the way. You guys can have some more division attack. That was something we wanted. This is going to hit our... This is going to hit us a little bit hard, but I think it's got to go. It's got to go. We need this. I'm going to save the game at this point. And I'm going to save... I'm going to call this Big Plan Before Denmark. Because I don't know what's going to happen. If we go to war with the African Union, can we get dragged into a war with the Allies?